Hey, what's up, y'all? This your girl, Chef Lil P. I'm back with another video at the top of the year. It's 2026. Happy New Year. Hope you guys, have a good, blissful year. Hope all your goals, dreams, and wishes come true. But with that being said, let's get into it. All right, so what I want to talk about is that my boy L.E. Dollar, came out with the tape More or Less. And man, it's so good. It's so good. I gotta get into his run at the top of this year. Because as a underground, strictly, probably mostly just like Texas-based, rapper, what he's doing is I won't say unheard of as an underground rapper, but he's really establishing himself as one of those ones. Last year he just dropped, his shoe deal with Adidas, on his birthday, and just while in the midst of just like grinding nonstop, just putting out tapes every month. And like for the whole year of 2025, he put out 12 tapes. So that's one tape for every month of that year. Like, and I won't say they all been bangers, but he's showing that I can sit here and make this music, forever. You know what I mean? Like, I could just keep going and going and going, because that's what he's doing. And man, it's just incredible. Like, I just like him, as an artist, because it's like I wasn't expecting him to drop, a tape, at towards the end of December. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting it, but when he said he was dropping like on the 30th, and it's produced by Travis Jordan, some other producer named Luca. I could be butchering his name, but I'm sorry about that. And there's some other producer as well, but I forgot his name. I'm seeing let me put it like this, like the sound that he's been going with so far, because it's like the maybe like the last 3 tapes, it had like a certain sound, like of course L.E. Dollar has his own sound, but like this sound in particular, you know what I mean? And you have to listen to like L.E. Dollar to know what I'm getting at. I was like, you know what I mean? I don't know, but More or Less really like, okay, I see. It really solidified it. This is of course, it's laid back, riding in your car, smooth player, jazzy, piano, type production, and I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. It made me appreciate, I think, like the other like 3 tapes with this kind of sound. So, but I know he's not gonna probably like, you know, stick with it. You know, so he's gonna switch it up a little bit, which is fine. But yeah, it's 12 tapes in 1 year.
Finish how I started it, talking about a run, but trust I still ain't dropped my heart and shit. Blood, a lot of sweat, a couple tears, and put my heart in it. Up a couple levels, yeah, my past was just a starter kit. I ain't wanna argue it, it's obvious, I'm smarter, bitch. Claiming the success, but no, y'all never was a part of this. Had to park the 6, go and switch it out for a karma whip. Ain't gon' spell it out, fuck, I look like the Kiki Palmer chick. Putting on a fit just to go and record. Little nigga, you ain't rich, ain't no.
I don't know what artist. There's probably an artist that's doing that, but I don't know. I don't know them, and I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what other artist is doing that, and like he's doing it independently. You know, and let me get into like one of my favorites. I would say like when he like first started his run, the Gourmet tape, GameCube, Water Under the Bridge, Racer's Edge, what else? The one that have like that Pharrell's back in early 2000s similar production. I forgot what, Polychrome. I think that would, you know, I think that's what it was called. Yeah, those are my favorite ones so far. But I'm really feeling this. I'm really feeling this new one. I mean, Ellie Dollar is like, at this point of like me like listening to his music, you know, so much, like I know what to expect, but I always look forward, you know what I'm saying, to his music. You know what I mean? Because it's so inspirational. You know what I'm saying? When you go like, I think I already told y'all this, but when I got like hit to him in, what is it, like whenever he started, whatever the album or tape that he had a song with, what's that one rapper's name? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Dang, what's that one rapper's name? And I did a review on him too. Freddie Gibbs. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a moment. Yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that song on that, on that tape, like that's when I started like listening to like him, you know what I mean? It's the tape where he was like in a red drop top, you know. Y'all, if y'all listen to Ellie Dollar, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the tape where, you know, the cover where he was in that red drop top. And then that one song he had with like Freddie Gibbs, it's like he did like other collaborations with other artists too on that tape. But I started listening to him then, and like, I'm late, you know what I'm saying? But even with me being late, I can sit here and still appreciate like how long he been doing this, because he's been doing this for a long time. I think probably back in 2010. So, and I don't know, he probably would say even like earlier than that, I don't know, but he been doing this for a while, and he been putting out quality music, you know what I'm saying? Like, same subject, like he's not, saying, he's not really deviating from like his content or whatever, but it's all facts, you know what I mean? He's not trying to be something that he's not. It's like really no gimmick or anything. It's just him, you know what I mean? And that's why I've been messing, with Ellie Dollar. Like, I really fucks with him, because it's just real player ambition, drive, music. Like, it's like, if you want to see here and stay focused on what you want to, on your purpose in life, and you need some music, you know what I'm saying, to motivate you, like, I feel like you need to listen to Ellie Dollar. That's my opinion. But I'm gonna sidestep a little bit here. I've been thinking, if Ellie Dollar ever like blows up, get into that, mainstream, part of the music industry, like, his discography, like, his catalog is crazy. So, how, what I'm gonna see here, I gotta sit and talk about it. What they talking about with Doechii, see, it can't happen with Ellie Dollar if he blows up, because his catalog is crazy. I think he got like 60 albums and mixtapes. Not really mixtape, but like 60 albums or tapes. I could be wrong. I could be exaggerating, like, you know what I mean? But put it like this: his catalog is long and it's fire, and it's crazy. Like, so nobody can say like, oh, he haven't put in the work, he's an industry plant. Like, nobody can't really say that about him. And he already rolling with Slim Thug and Bun B, and I'm pretty sure if somebody has something to say, about his career, so that's kind of like negative in a way, like, I'm pretty sure like Slim Thug and Bun B would sit here and like vouch for him, like, nah, bro, like, he's been grinding. Like, I saw him like firsthand, like, he was been in the studio just making hits after hits. And then this run that he been on, like, doing like ever since like towards the end of 2024, he been dropping. It's non-stop. So if he blow up, like, say like next year he has like one song that blows him up, people gonna go back to his catalog and been like, this dude been really grinding. So they can never see him say like, oh, he's an industry plant, la la la. Of course, they may say, oh, he had help because of, Slim Thug, Bun B, whatever. But it's not even gonna matter, because with his catalog being so long, it shows you the work ethic. And that's the difference between, like, I don't want to see him put them, like, make a comparison, but I am. That's the difference, you know what I'm saying, between him and Doechii. Like, Doechii catalog is not that long. Like, okay, to her real friends, her real diehard fans, they may say, look, Doechii been doing music, ever since. Okay, cool. But when you sit here and look her up on Apple, Spotify, those, DSPs, whatever they call them, whatever. You only see a certain amount, like, when it comes to, like, albums, because because it's singles that can go either way, whatever. You only see, like, 4 albums. You know what I mean? So that's why people keep saying, like, oh, she's an industry plant or whatever, because her body of work is not that long. Now, I've been, like, thinking about this. Like, she's young. She's under 30. She's, 27 years old, I think. She came out in 2020. No, 2019. So, she had to be around, like, 1920, you know what I mean? When her music really start to pick up and everything. That's still young. That's really young. You know what I mean? Like, she can't even drink yet, like, legally. Young. So, what she did, prior, when she was a teenager, probably putting out, a little tape here and there, making music here and there. It's not on Spotify. It's not on Apple. You know what I'm saying? So, to somebody, who just starting to get on the Doechii train, it's not going to matter. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't see it. You know what I'm saying? They can't play the music. So, you got to go off her recent, work. And it's the 4 albums. I'm not really a Doja fan. I haven't been listening to her music all like that. Only know, like, a few songs here and there, you know what I mean? So I don't want to go on a long rant about her. But, I do want to speak on this industry plant stuff. Like, that's why it's so critical, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you like a nobody, that's out here trying to make music. Put out songs, you know what I'm saying? Whether on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever, platform, so, or even have your own, have your own website, directly, do the whole directly to consumer type thing, like, put out music, for people to either, boom, click on it, I got it, boom, I pay for it, I got it, you know what I'm saying? So, even if it's just singles, even if it's a whole tape, a whole album, an EP, put it out. You know what I'm saying? While you're, grinding and trying to make it, and going through life and everything. Because once you hit it big, then people going to see all that music. And then you know what I'm saying? And they going to see, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? This person really has talent, really have the work ethic, they really been grinding, they not no industry plant. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why, you know what I'm saying, going back to, like, Ellie Dollar is, his catalog is going to speak for itself. Like, nobody's not going to be able to, he's you know, he really not talented, or he you know, he can't do this. And nobody not gonna say anything, because they're gonna be too busy, you know, going through his catalog, listening to his music, to really say anything. It's gonna be either you like him, or you either fuck with him or you don't, type of thing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how it should be with, like, a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying? A lot of music, you know, because I feel like there's some artists that can sit here and be, and, you know, like, kind of sort of speaking about, you know, Doechii, you know, here is like, when she made that mistake, when she got on Hot Ones and say, you know, straight men is a red flag, and the Met Gala, you know, umbrella gate, you know, fiasco. It's like, yeah, that's a part of her, I don't know, her, like, her success story, you know, her controversy, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it kind of backfired on her, because she's still, you know, trying to prove herself. I mean, not really prove herself, but it's still trying to, I don't know, how should I say this? Like, gain acceptance to a wide broad of, you know, of an audience. You know, and it's hard when you say something that's obviously going to offend a group of people. You know, and then you do something that a lot of people think it's not, you know, grace, you know, it's not graceful, it's not you know, it's not having, you know, courtesy, you know, it's kind of mean and not right. And then you already got people thinking you're an industry plant. I mean, I think that she just need to just, like, focus on music. Like, forget about doing interviews and doing little side, you know, gigs, whatever, you know what I'm saying, to promote her music and herself. Like, just go in that studio and just make music. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, anything that has, you know, if you gotta do a video for your song, okay, do that. But at this point, that's what she's gonna have to do. You know what I'm saying? Just put out, you know, good music. Because then, you know, her diehard fans is gonna accept her no matter what. But they're gonna like the fact that you putting out music. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And then the people who's kind of like on the fence, you know what I'm saying, be like, okay, she, you know, she is, you know, putting out some music that I like. You know, you could, sooner or later you be back on, you know, people's good graces, you know what I'm saying? But if you know, keep up with the antics, it's just gonna make people not like you anymore, you know, even more. And that's, and, you know, and you know, the whole, like, industry plant type of thing is, to me, it's like, it's whatever, you know what I mean? Because if you talented and you got a good, you know, work ethic, you know, like, who really cares? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like it's, I mean, yes, yeah, some people have to sit here and grind for years and years and years and years. You know what I'm saying? And then some people is like, oh, you know, it's nepotism, you know what I'm saying, that they have going for them. You know, or they, you know, they know somebody who knows somebody, you know, and they had to look, you know. So, boom, that's why they, you know, blow up. But, you know, to me, it goes back to, like, having real talent and work ethic, you know. And if you got the talent and the work ethic, and you letting it show, I mean, who's gonna knock that? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come to a matter of, oh, you just don't like her, or you just don't like him, you know, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They can't see and say, well, I don't like her because she said this or he did this. It's like, if all you doing is just putting out music and minding your business, you know what I mean? And you know, and doing you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, like, I want to mention, like, some artists they just be outside doing too much, like doing on every podcast, doing all these interviews, saying all this stuff, you know, going on, you know, people's streams, doing, you know, saying this, doing this, on social media, same thing, saying this, doing this, just, and it's like, it's too much of, like, you you know what I'm saying, you never going to appeal to a large group of people that way. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's is like, I don't know, Cardi B is probably like the, you know, the exception. You know what I mean? In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Cause she you know what I'm saying? Like, she's her social media, you know what I'm saying, media game is on point. You know what I'm saying? It's on point. But to me, it's like very few artists, you know what I'm saying, that can do that and do that well enough where it doesn't, like, hurt them. You know what I'm saying? It matter of fact, it really boosts them up. You know what I'm saying? It really helps them, like a Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Some artists, like, need to realize, okay, it's probably best that I just, you know, take a step back and just be solely on the music. You know what I mean? And, like, you have to realize, you know, about that about yourself. I guess, you know, while you know, going through the trials and eras of, you know, being successful and stuff. You know, you know, and I think you gotta learn that quickly, because if you keep doing, you know, things that's you know, that's messing up for you, it's only a matter of time where you just gonna have a total fall off. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's basically, you know, what I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy, you know what I'm saying, for you know, Ellie Dollar. I'm looking forward to what, you know, he gonna have going on this year. And man, I'm looking forward to this year, you know, period. You know, so yeah, that's it. This your girl, Chef Lil P, Marinated Expressions. And, you know, I'm gonna do another video, so, you know, stay tuned. So, yep, peace. I'm out.